Yeah, this is CBman at the 218 on 90 quick fill truck stop, and I'm talking to a satisfied customer that I not only got him more range on the CB, but the AM/FM radio too. So, what do you want to start with first, the CB or the AM/FM?
Let's talk about the AM/FM.
Okay, the AM/FM.
You know, I know your main business is CBs.
Yeah.
And you worked on my CB 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm still using the same radio. I thought that my radio was going a little bad because I was having problems modulating now.
Yeah.
So I took it to another CB shop at Bosselman's in Nebraska. And the guy told me it was my mic. It wasn't the radio. And he looked over my radio just as a precaution, and he told me whoever worked on your radio really knew their stuff.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had to have it touched again in over 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing I had to do was place a microphone. Of course, you know, you can't do anything about it.
So I did your antenna system too for the CB, and you got a lot of range on the CB then.
I have to actually turn my RF gain down.
Really? Because it's so sensitive.
I hear too much.
You hear too far.
I hear too far.
Yeah.
I'm hearing guys talking, you know, 10, 12 miles away, and there's so much in that 24-mile span.
Yeah.
That I'm hearing too much. I actually have to.
Yeah. I worked for a guy last night, and he was amazed. I lost him about 15, 16 miles, and he was really amazed. He was really amazed. But the AM/FM now,
over 29.
You run AM/FM radio instead of satellite radio.
Right.
And that's because I got you more range on the AM/FM, so you're a lot happier with that, huh?
Well, I'm an Indians fan.
Yeah.
I love baseball. And I talked to a guy named Kevin Keene on WTAM 1100 out of Cleveland after the games on his call-in show. And so far I've called him from Minnesota, I've called him from Texas, I've called him from Alabama, Florida, Maine, Rhode Island. It seems like anywhere when there's a game on and I want to listen to it, I just hit old 1100 and there's my game.
Yeah.
Now I might fade just a little bit going over a mountain.
Yeah, this and that.
Or things like that, but I mean, that's part of listening to AM radio.
Well, see, that's what I'm going to do is I've got to make a list of radio stations, so when I get somebody more AM range, they'll have a list. They can just look up the city that's ahead of them. They can listen to the radio before they get there and hear the traffic reports.
They have a clear channel radio list. It's in an atlas, like a trucker's atlas.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see it. They list clear channels.
Yeah.
But what you should do, I think,
let me call you back in a minute,
is put the radio on a station that's a clear channel.
Yeah.
Put it on that station and let them listen to it beforehand, and then do your magic and turn it back on.
Oh yeah, I always do that. When I get people better AM/FM radio range, that's what I do. There's usually 2 antennas on there, and I unplug the one, go to the other. It's like night and day.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know it was with mine.
Yeah, it gives you a lot more range.
I'll tell you what, I've run into some CB guys out there, okay?
Yeah.
And they were a little bit cheaper than you.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
You're kidding. I can't believe there's anybody cheaper than me.
Well, they were, but then again, it's like you know the old saying, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I know you, I've known you for probably 15 years.
Really?
Yeah, I think first I was pumping fuel here at this truck stop.
Yeah.
When you were coming here years ago.
Yeah.
And then once I started, you know, I was off work sick, and once I got back into trucking, you worked on my, it was a Uniden, PC 72, I think it was, or something
70, like I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact model, but you worked on it.
76 probably.
Yeah, you worked on it, and I was so impressed with that when I bought a new radio, I didn't even take it out of the box until I put it in your hands.
Yeah.
If you remember right, you're the one who took it out of the box and put it all in for me.
Yeah.
Set it all up, and it's still set up today, 5 years later, just like it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I ran into somebody else lately that said that I did something and it's still the same years later, you know?
Yeah.
It's still working fantastic, you know?
Well, I would rather pay you one time, get it done right,
yeah,
and forget about it, than have to hop from CB shop to CB shop to CB shop to CB shop.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are doing out here, and I can't believe that.
I can't believe anybody let more than one guy work on the radio.
And you see, these guys with these Galaxies, I get them all the way up, and then they go to another place, and they knock them down, and then end up coming back to me and have to give me more money to get it back to where I put it.
See, that's stupid.
That's happened. Yeah.
You know, when I want hard rolls, I go to the bakery where they make the hard
Yeah.
rolls I like. And I don't shop around going some other place trying to find hard rolls. I
See,
need to go one place.
Yeah.
You know?
See, what I'm doing is giving people the most range for the least amount of money. And I don't know if there's anybody else